booted away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn it.
Turning it on! Catch in the middle. It's Hill. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Up to 45 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Got a man, it's Green. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the complete.
Makes the catch! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got his man in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Morris. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Hands it off. stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets it out quickly. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Defense looks like they're coming. Looking downfield, it's Banks. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's high. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You gotta love aggressive offenses. You get 3rd down and short, a lot of defenses think and run. They got 4th down in their back pocket. This offense is aggressive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping it up like they had a good one there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. He now has 62 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
To the air, it's Morris. Finds his tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Line getting set on second down. They'll try the run. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Karapateas. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Huskies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Banks. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Finally, our defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't find the receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got him downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Morris. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback may change this route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Washington! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Coastal Carolina came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Shots team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Pressure coming, and the rush will get to him at the 25.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Banks. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes! Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that 1st down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Oh, he's got a chance. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Caught over the middle, it's Karapateas. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Working that left side now. Touchdown!
The aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Hill.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Gets it out fast. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
To throw, it's Banks. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Going to look downfield again. Works the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big...
Doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Finds the tight end. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They want that clock to run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Dropping back, it's Morris. Thanks to grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Karapateas. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and let's see if they try to convert on 4th. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Washington.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.